Hi, this is Sal Cirricione. We're in the Mark and Brian green room, sitting here with Michael Anthony.
Green room?
Gray room.
Okay. Kind of grayish green.
Exactly right.
I'm doing great, Sal.
Well, welcome. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Welcome to our webcast.
It's great to be here.
So what's it like playing with these guys?
I don't know. Some of the guys I've jammed with before, like Jason and Steve Lukather, and but like I'm looking forward to jamming a little bit with Paul Rogers. I never played with him before, so I mean, played like in a musical sense,
right? Of course.
But it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, learning curve, tough. Learning other people's songs and stuff.
No, not really. I've never had a problem with that. And to tell you the truth, some of the stuff that we're doing in the early days, our bands, we used to play them as cover songs in the bars that we played. So it's kind of cool playing them again.
Exactly, jamming them all out. Yeah. Rock and roll was great.
Yeah, well, that's an old standard, man. If you don't know that song, you might as well just, move away.
And what's it like playing with a powerhouse like Jason? I mean, it's like a freight train coming off.
Oh, he's great, man. The guy. It's like when you have a drummer. There's two kinds of drummers: the guys that sometimes that follow the band, and the guys that like say, "Here it is, man. Mm-hmm. You follow me." And Jason's one of those guys, definitely.
Yeah. So looking forward to this. Then big show. Everybody on the bill. Great players all around.
Nervous. No, I'm. No, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yeah. I love jamming with other people, and because it's. Inspires you to do different things, play different ways and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so you working certain things out, endings and stuff, and building.
Well, I'm not working things out. I'm basically just trying to squeeze in as many notes as I can. When you got this many guitar players that we're playing with, I got to kind of like be in the background and keep everything anchored down. But I'll try to kick a note in here or there.
Yeah. Now 2010's been a very good year for you. Chicken Foot, very successful, successful debut album, great tour, Europe and the U.S. I understand you're going to be going back in January now to start work on the second record.
Yeah, probably mid-January when everybody's schedules permit. We'll be back in the studio. We've already worked up some new tunes, so we've got like about 5-6 things we've already working on, and we got a whole bunch of other ideas. So probably mid-January.
Yeah, I understand Joe sent Sammy away with a bunch of riffs and stuff to work and get lyrics.
Yeah, and Sammy starts yodeling, and then Joe, it's obviously Joe, he's that guy's on the road or in the studio doing something 25 hours a day, and so he MP3s, he sends us files and stuff like that, and we all kind of do it that way, because we can't really get together as a band and spend the kind of time that we would like. So we all do our homework, and then when we get together, we can, just knock it out quick.
Yeah, and will this window be open for Chad to play the drums on the record?
We're looking forward to having Chad on the record. Chad, if you're out there, you're playing on this record. But as far as touring goes, that's going to be a little tougher because I know the Chili Peppers are already booking dates for this new year, and so we'll just kind of cross that hurdle when we get to it. But
when you do get there, is it basically going to be an audition process, or are you just going to try to bring in another friend?
I don't know. If it works out where we can bring in a friend. Well, obviously we'll do it that way. We've already there's different guys. I'm not going to bring up any names that we've already jammed with. Sammy, we got the club down in Cabo San Lucas. They've been down there, and we've all jammed together and stuff like that. So we got a few perspectives, but we're still we'll wait until it gets to the point to where we're going to get the unit together.
Yeah. So plan in a perfect world would be to have a record out in 2011?
Yeah, that's what we're going to try to do, and then also tour in 2011.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah. Got to get out there and tour.
That'd be great. I know you played just 2 or 3 shows here in the fall, I think Lake Tahoe or something.
Yeah. We were all had a weekend off beginning of September, so we did like a show in Lake Tahoe and a show out in Indio out here. Yeah. And that was kind of like the Chicken Foot tour for 2010.
There you go. That's okay. And where are we going to be doing the recording? Up in the San Francisco Bay Area?
Yeah, we'll probably do it again. On the last album, we did some of the recording at Sammy's studio, and then we did the majority of the recording at Skywalker Ranch. And so we'll probably do the same thing like that. We'll rehearse up the stuff and record what we can. On the last album, while we were actually doing music overdubs at Skywalker, Sammy was doing vocals at his studio. Okay. So it kind of helped to keep everything moving along and not take too much time.
Yeah, that's great. And how's your hot sauce business doing?
Hot sauce business is doing great. I mean, it's nothing like like Hagar does his tequila, or people do big things like that. For me, it's more of just for the love of the hot sauce and just to have fun with it. But it's actually doing really well. So.
This is going to be interesting because there are 2 guys on stage with hot sauce. You and Joe Perry.
Talking about Joe, yeah. I actually have a bottle of Joe Perry's, a bottle of his sauce in my fridge. So I don't play any favorites here, but
there you go. You got to compare notes.
Yeah, maybe we'll brainstorm up something new. Who knows?
Do you have anything that you're working on in terms of new sauces or?
Actually, there are a couple things we're working on. we want to kind of branch out a bit, obviously, and there's like a Mandarin dipping sauce for like your coconut shrimp type, Oriental stuff that we're working on. Everything's going to have a little bit of a kick to it, though,